none of my sets have been closing. For the last 2 months, I've been setting appointments with perfect prospects, with the most excellent ICPs that you could ever ask for. $1 million business owners with cash and problems that we solve. Yet the appointments that I set and they show up to the appointment, they don't close. So last couple months, I've been learning how to set appointments in the high ticket sales industry for a high ticket sales offer that systemizes general contracting companies. So the lead flow on this offer is insane. I always talk to business owners who are at least making $1 million in revenue every year, and they all have the same problems. And I have great discussions. I understand their pain points and where we could help them. I set them for an appointment and they show up to the appointment 84% of the time, but they close at a 13% set to close rate, which is awful. The ideal, my KPI, is around 30%. So I'm less than half of my KPI when it comes to set to close ratio, which is awful. So I did a little bit of digging, and my coach actually watched some of my setter calls, and he realized that I was letting the business owner or the business partner get on the closer call without their other business partner. And they would have a great discussion. And by the end of that call, when it came to making an actual decision, guess what happened? We got an objection. And that objection was, oh, I have to go talk to my partner. Oh, I have to go talk to my project manager every single time, which is detrimental. Once someone shows up to the first appointment, the likelihood of them actually showing up to the second is extremely low. So I had to change. I had to make an adjustment about my process, but most importantly, about my mindset and the way I held myself during the call and keeping structure, keeping frame and authority, not sending people to my closer who didn't have their business partner on the call with them. So the biggest change here that I had to make within myself is understanding that I'm doing this not for my own good, not only for the closer's good, but also the client's good. At the end of the day, we're here to help them. And if I don't do my job properly and make sure that their business partner or whoever is on the call with them, they're not going to close, they're not going to make a change, and inevitably they're going to deal with the same set of issues for God knows how long, and they definitely won't come back to the same offer because it's like once and you're done most of the time. Not often do leads leave a closer call and come back after they've had that initial call with their partner or to make a decision. That doesn't really happen. It's like less or at 20%. Don't quote me on that. I don't know the actual statistic, but from what I've seen with my set appointments that were perfect candidates for what we do, and they didn't close on the initial call, the likelihood of them actually closing is extremely low, and I wouldn't get a commission. We wouldn't help the client, and the closer wouldn't make any money too. So I've had to challenge myself this week to hold my frame and authority within the calls and not let someone say, oh, yeah, I'll get them involved after we have this initial call. And a big thing that helped was my ability to be completely transparent with the prospect and tell them exactly why we need them on the call. I say just blatantly, listen, the chances of you actually making a decision and having the actual clarity that you need to move forward with something like this and change your business is practically zero. And this is why I ask that you bring your partner, your business partner or whatever, onto the call with you so that you can be set up for success, assuming that we can present to you a strategy and the cure basically for what you guys are dealing with. You will be in a better position to make that decision on the call and not waste time scheduling a different call, spending another 45 minutes to an hour talking about the same things that we already have talked about. So that is the one lesson that I've learned within this month, thanks to my coach and also to the opportunity for me to put myself in positions where I can fail and not getting hurt by my failure, but taking that and using it to my advantage, understanding that failure is feedback and how I can make adjustments to become more successful. I owe it to that aspect of business, of personal development and life in general, being able to see a problem with myself and change it, and being honest with myself and humble, and realizing that just because I'm the one that's doing it doesn't mean it's right. I need to do it the correct way. I need to improve, and there's always places that I could make slight adjustments to better improve the quality of whatever it is I'm doing, whether it's lifting, relationships, life, money, sales, all of that. So I want to leave you with one thing, and I want you to ask yourself today, what is it within my life that I am settling with, or maybe don't even recognize, that's holding me back from actually achieving success or living a better life than what I'm living right now? That's huge. And most times, the quiet things that you aren't changing, that you don't know need to change, those are the things that are killing your potential.